Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga, well, kind of a manga review from Young Press. Welcome back to my channel, guys. This is the Boxer, and this is provided to me by Young Press. The actual company that creates this is called Ice Press. I think they're under Young Press themselves. But essentially, they bring webtoons into book settings, and they're fully gloss pages with full color. They do have a higher price to them. Just gonna throw that out, but it's worth it just because you have the full color throughout the entire book. The Boxer is actually a really good series, and I read it in one sitting. I did not stop reading it. You guys can find this and other stuff in the description below. There's a link where you guys can buy cheap manga and anime, so make sure you check them out. Also, check out Yum Press. Yum Press has been creating and releasing so many things for us. This is a great example of what they're been releasing for us. So if you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Go give them some love. They deserve it for sure. So, um, before anything, guys, if you haven't subscribed, comment, like, and share, make sure you do that as well in my channel because that helps me as a channel YouTuber here. So make sure you also are doing that. Okay. So this one kind of follows the story of three different guys, and I wasn't really sure. Like from the picture, I can probably tell you who it is, but as I was reading it, and I didn't stop, so I just kept reading and reading and reading. I couldn't tell you who the boxer was from the story because you kind of meet three different guys. You meet Inje, Ryu, and Yu. So I'm kind of give you a little synopsis of each one. I don't want to give you the whole story, so I'm just gonna give you a short synopsis, and then we'll talk a little bit about just the series itself. First, we meet Rio. He is in a boxing club, and he's being observed by a boxing legend coach, and he is almost recruited by him because Ryu he has natural talent. He can beat up anyone, and um, yeah, he's not really defeated. He's really undefeated. In fact, a lot of people that want to beat him up just show up and is like, "I heard you're tough," and he just beats them up. He beats the crap out of them. Um, so Ryu has natural talent, and he knows it. At the same time, he is also a huge bully because he likes the praise, but he also likes to just keep beating people up. So there is an actual character from the three, Inje, who he is bullying, and Inje has a whole different story. Inje, his dad was a boxer, and he wants to be a boxer too. In fact, Inje is practicing to be a boxer. Towards the end of the volume, he defends Yu at one point and uh, shows his skills to Ryu, and Ryu thinks it's funny that he can beat up his friends, so he starts beating up on Inje, and doesn't realize that Inje has already, in a sense, won in in his own head. And he tells him it's not so much about how many if he can take me down is if I can't really stand up anymore. And so he's kind of like he has boxer mentality of the it's not over until it's over. But Rio obviously has an upper hand. Now, Rio he's a psycho. Like he is quite mean. I want to hopefully show you a little bit. Um, Here's kind of what they're fighting there. So you, on the other hand, we meet in the beginning as well. He is observed by the coach. After he observes Ryu, he sees you being punched in the face outside the boxing place, and notices that you has something special about him, and that is that he's bored. And so he throws a punch to you, and you is able to dodge it. And just by that, the coach realizes that the prodigy that he's looking for, it has to be you. So he gives him a month to show up back in the boxing club so that he can train him. You goes to school. He gets picked on quite a bit, and eventually becomes a punching bag for Ryu. And that's when Inji defends him. But at the end of the volume, Yu shows his actual ability of fighting and boxing, and he beats the crap out of Ryu. I'll just put it like that. That, in a nutshell, is basically what we see in this series. I personally do like the series. I don't know if all three are going to be main characters, if all three are going to be the boxers, but I love how each character had their development. I like how they developed the villain and showed, why he became a villain, how he became a villain, and almost the fact of he's not even a villain. He's just, I guess, someone bored using his energy the wrong way. And same thing with NJ, just seeing how we thought he was a wimp, and then he ends up not really being a wimp, just almost in a sense respecting himself enough to say, I'm not going to use my boxing skills to someone who, doesn't know how to box, but then he does, obviously. But yeah, he's a whole different character himself. And then you, the mysterious, the dead eyes, the I don't care, but not in a sense where he wants to beat up people, but he lets people pick on him, knowingly that he can beat up anyone. So, really well written. I wish more people were talking about this series. The Boxer, and I'm definitely gonna be looking for Volume 2 for sure, because this series, I mean, I had a lot of fight scenes that there were just crazy to see, and you know kind of the visuals of showing the dark side of each character, but also the visuals of like the defeat and the courage. It's just awesome, awesome, and I really, really do enjoy it. So, this one right here, gosh, how he looks so dead in the eyes. So, out of 10, I'll give this one 7.5. It's even close to an 8, guys. It's a really good series. I can see why Empress decided to print this one out. There's a lot of webtoons out there, and some webtoons are doing so much better than mangas, to be honest. So I'm glad that they're trying their best to release more like these. I think this one in particular probably be Korean just for the names. Um, I could be wrong, but the names do sound Korean to me. So, yeah, go check it out. Thank you, Impress, for giving this to me so I can review. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. Again, guys, if you haven't checked out my other stuff, go check it out in my website. Sorry, my website, in my YouTube channel. And follow me on social media in the description below. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.